welcome back as Tigers Weekly rolls right along from Comerica Park. Well, just about anyone connected with the Tigers did it. The process of scooping up some loose dirt from the field of Tiger Stadium prior to the old girls' last out last September 27th, a souvenir for the ages. And in the interest of full disclosure, I will admit that, yes, I was one of those dirty thieves. Not all of you had access to the field at the corner, but you could own a piece of it yet, with a rather strange story combining memorabilia and entrepreneurship. Here's Shireen Saski.
Baseball has been a part of Detroit's history for more than a century. Its lore has been handed down through generations as it remains ingrained in our hearts and in our culture. Many baseball fans spend countless hours trying to remember the past by collecting sentimental and valuable mementos.
I remember as a little kid in mid-70s, 8, 10 years old, I would go down to the front row by the groundskeeper entrance past third base, and I would scoop little pebbles and put them in my pocket, and I still have those today.
You know, at the baseball games, we would lean over the railing with the cup and scoop up some dirt and bring it home and put it in little bottles.
It was that fascination with Tiger Stadium soil that inspired Tim and Rick Reinman to form a company called A Piece of the Field. Now baseball fanatics have a chance to add a new masterpiece to their collections, ground from the mound, dirt straight from the Field of Dreams known as Tiger Stadium in Comerica Park.
Well, we all played baseball when we were younger, Little League, and it's just been a part of us since we were little.
Yeah, and Tiger Stadium's always been home.
Baseball, so
it just seemed a natural thing. We wanted something that we could take home, something that was authentic.
And something to share with fellow Tiger fans. So Tim and Rick pitched the Tigers on their plan to collect, package, and sell the cherished land from the corner of Michigan and Trumbull. The organization thought it would be a big hit and hired the brothers to excavate.
actually we were down at Tiger Stadium back in November of last year, getting the dirt from Tiger Stadium.
It was almost, we kind of almost felt sacrilegious. Heather Nabozny let us have access to the field. She's the head groundskeeper. And she said, here's some shovels, come talk to me when you're done. And we're standing there behind second base. Most of the dirt we sell is from second base. And we're digging, and I turned to Rick and I said, just stop for a minute. Do you realize what it is we're doing? This is, here we are at then it was Tiger Stadium, and we're also now doing bottling Comerica Park as well.
The tiny treasures are packaged in 50-milliliter bottles, which are sealed to ensure their authenticity.
There were people selling outside the stadium. Some vendors claimed that they had dirt from the stadium and they had no way of authenticating it. And since we're working directly with the Tigers, and we have photos of ourselves
digging with shovels in our hand,
with shovels in hand,
and pouring it into the bucket. So yeah.
So, and being that the Tigers are the ones selling it, that authenticates it.
The concept seems quite simple, but the production was not. Tim and Rick discovered there's more to bottling dirt than just pouring it into a container.
It has to dry because it's fairly moist. Wet. So if you put it in wet, you get condensation inside the bottle, and so that was our first experience. We had to dump it all out because it was still wet in the bottles.
We had 500 bottles completely done, and there was clouds forming inside. And
so we had to dump them all out and start all over again.
But these entrepreneurs didn't mind, for they truly loved their work. One day they hope to expand to service all of baseball, but for now they are focused solely on their Tigers.
We've got some ideas for some commercials. I was thinking you could see Phil Garner kicking dirt on an umpire, and then pan down and you see Rick and I with a dust broom and my sister holding a bottle, and we're pouring it right in. Because you can't get any more authentic than that.